Respiration in plants. Plant respiration happens 24 hours a day, but night respiration is more obvious as the photosynthesis process finishes. During the night, it is vital that the temperature is more cooler as compared to the daytime because can undergo stress. Plant is like other animals also respires. They also need energy. The plants get energy through the process of respiration, in which glucose or food break down in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy. This energy is used by the plant for carrying out its various life processes. Thus, like other organisms, plants also respire for their survival. The respiration in plants differ from the animals. In other words, in plants, each part can independently take in oxygen from air. It utilizes to obtain energy to give out carbon dioxide. The method of respiration is written as oxygen plus glucose, then carbon dioxide plus water and energy. Do plants breathe? This is the main question when we think about plant respiration. As a plants do not have a specialized organ like lungs, so we can say that plants do not breathe, rather they respire. Plants respire with the help of lenticels and stomata, exist in stems and leaves individually, which carry out the function of the gaseous exchange. Respiration in leaves. The leaves of plants have tiny pores on their surface, which are called stomata. The exchange of gases in the leaves during respiration takes place through stomata. This happens as follows. Oxygen from the air enters into a leaf through stomata and reaches all the cells by the process of diffusion. This oxygen is used in respiration, the cells of the leaf. The carbon dioxide produced during this diffuses out from the leaf into the air through the stomata. The photosynthesis reaction makes glucose and the respiration reaction break it down. In photosynthesis, the energy which goes in the reaction is light energy that comes out in chemical energy. Respiration in stems. In the plants, taking the herbaceous stem, exchange of gases occurs through stomata and carbon dioxide, formed during the process that gets diffused into the air with the help of stomata only. While plants having hard and woody stems, the exchange of gases occurs through lenticels. Respiration in roots. The roots of the plant are under the ground, but root cells also need oxygen to carry out the respiration and release energy from their own use. How does respiration occurs in roots? The roots of plants take up air from the spaces between the soil and particles. Root hairs are in contact with the air in the soil particles. Oxygen from the air in the soil particles diffuse in the root hair and reach all the cells of the root where it is utilized in respiration. Carbon dioxide produced in the cells of the root during respiration goes out through the same root hair by the process of diffusion.
The process of aerobic respiration. Plant cells extract energy from fuel molecules, glucose, fatty acid, and other organic compounds. By using aerobic respiration, this process involves a long sequence of 30 or more chemical reactions, each regulated by a specific enzyme. During aerobic respiration, energy is released as the fuel molecules are catabolized to CO2 and water. One of the most common pathways of aerobic respiration involves breakdown of glucose. Glucose is generally regarded as the starting point for the respiratory metabolism of carbohydrates. The overall process of respiration can be expressed by the equation below. C6H12O6 is oxygen, and the glucose is 6O2. The carbon dioxide is 6CO2 plus 6HO2 to the water and energy. First stage of chemical reactions of aerobic respiration. One is glucose, two is formation of acetyl consame A. The three is the citric acid cycle, also known as Krebs cycles. And the last is electron transport and chemiomyosis. Glycolysis. Glycolysis takes place in the cytoplasm within the mitochondrion. The citric acid cycle occurs in the mitochondrial matrix and oxidative metabolism occurs at the internal folded mitochondrial membranes. Formation of acetyl coenzyme A is formed by oxidative phos- phosphorylation of pyruvate molecule. Insufficient amount of oxygen is present in the mitochondrial matrix, which is catalyzed by an enzyme known as pyruvate dehydrogenase and contain pyrophosphate as the coenzyme. Carbon dioxide is removed and acetyl coenzyme as a form. This is known as the gateway of Krebs cycle. The citric acid cycle is also known as Krebs cycle. The tricarboxylic acid cycle is known as the Krebs or citric acid cycles. Is the main source of energy for cells and an important part of aerobic respiration. The cycle harnesses the available chemical energy of acetylcoenzyme A into the reducing power of nicotinamide adenine nucleotide. And the last, electron transport and chemiomyosis. In the electron transport chain, electrons are passed from one molecule to another, and energy released in the electron transfer is used to form an electrochemical gradient in chemiomyosis. The energy stored in the gradient is used to make ATP.
Thank you for attending.